Hey, welcome back to Spotlight. We are here. I'm Christopher, the Guru. And we're going into the head-to-head segment. We were down at St. Mary's College grounds where we interviewed the head coaches of St. Mary's College senior football team, Jason Edwards and Junior Maxwell. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm Christopher Gill, and we're here at St. Mary's College grounds with the coach of St. Mary's College football team, Mr. Jason Edwards. Jason, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Listen, let's begin with what's the system that you're employing this year? You're no longer the only head coach. Tell us about the program you all have.
Well, I think for the past 4 seasons, I've had an able assistant in Junior Maxwell, and it's really about trying to groom all the coaches to get to that higher level, to the next step. So what I decided to do this year is actually have him be the joint coach. So instead of me being the head coach, he's actually the main coach for the championship team, whereas I am the head coach for all the teams. So it's a little bit different.
Let's talk about how many teams does St. Mary's College actually have? I mean, how many teams are you all overseeing?
Yeah, well, right now we have 4 teams. We have the Form 1s, which is called the Under 13s. We have the Under 14s, the Under 16, and the championship team.
Whoa.
We compete across 5 divisions. So what we have is we have the Under 16s competing at their level, as well as the reserve level.
The reserve for the senior team.
Reserve championship.
Jason, tell us a little bit about you. You did study in England, I know. And so tell us about that experience where you gained the knowledge for your football expertise.
Yeah, I think I was fortunate in that I always wanted to get into coaching, and I was lucky that I met a guy who asked me if I wanted to help tutor some footballers in England. And it turned out that these footballers were players with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, Premiership Football Club. So I spent probably about 3 years with them. And during that 3-year period, the head of youth recruitment asked me if I was interested in coaching. And I said yes, and I guess the rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah. You've been at St. Mary's College now 4 years, and we have seen the success. I mean, last year they were the league champions. The year before, I think they were either the league champions or they came very close.
Yeah, close.
Tell us what are the changes you made when you came on board?
I think the biggest change I made was to put a structure in place for the younger players. I think CIC traditionally paid attention to the championship team, and to be honest, you know, the rest of players within the school across all age groups didn't really have a structure in place. They didn't have a regular coach in place. So what I did was I came in, and it's well documented now. When I came in, we were relegated in the first season.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and you know, that's when the building work started.
But even though you all were relegated that season, you all made it to the North Zone Intercol final, I believe?
Well, that was the following season.
When the kids leave here, is it still a case of kids being able to go on to other colleges in the States and stuff from this system? Is that still happening?
It's still happening. I mean, I have immense pleasure in, I have quite a few examples of guys who have left in the last few years since I've been here and have gone on to really good programs in colleges in the States. And you know, it's a testament that the program is working. And I think, to be honest, one of the advantages we have here is that we have the ability coupled with the academics. And that's what they're looking for.
And that is what they're looking for. So I know parents are always thinking about that. Jason Edwards, it was a pleasure talking to you as usual.
Same here.
Head coach of the St. Mary's College senior football team. Junior, welcome to the show.
Pleasant day.
Let's begin with, tell us your background. I mean, how did you end up at St. Mary's College? You were telling us before on camera, 25 years in England, and then now you're the head coach at St. Mary's College. Give us a story.
Okay, well, basically when I came back to Trinidad in 1996, no, 2006, sorry. Basically, I started off at Hillview College, We played St. Mary's in a friendly game, and I happened to actually bump into Jason, which me and Jason, well, we knew each other from England, and it all took place from there. You know, an offer was made, and I decided to take up the offer.
Really nice. You coached in England. You coached at Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham
Tell us, you coached at Tottenham. Tell us what that experience was like.
Well, basically, spending so long in England, you know, you basically go through a lot. There's a lots of things before you become a coach in England. You got a lot of criteria to meet. You have courses to do, child protection stuff, and you know it's a lot before you even get on the coaching field.
Tell us some of the courses that you would have to do in England to qualify as a coach, especially a coach for a ladies football team.
Well, basically, okay. Once you get your courses on board, they have a thing that you call child protection.
Right.
Right. That is basically a 2-week course that you have to go through. And then after that, you have to have a CRB, which is criminal charges and things. You have to go through a police check, all of those things, and they have all those things on file.
The team itself, we're talking about youth and experience. What kind of personality does this team have over previous years? I know some teams are maybe more counter-attacking, some teams may be more defensive-oriented. Is this a more attacking-oriented team? What type of personality does this team have?
Well, basically, this team this year, we have a lot of guys who love to attack. You know,
a lot
of young boys who love to attack, they like to go forward.
A lot of Ronaldos.
Yeah, but you know,
Rooney's.
At the end of the day, we've got to teach them the whole game. Football is not just about attacking. Football is about learning tactics and defending at the same time. Right. So these are the kind of things we're trying to get you to these young boys' head right now.
You also told me that you're taking up a post to do St. Joseph College, St. Joseph ladies team. We just had the Women's World Cup. What is the future of women's football, especially that under 17 division in Trinidad and Tobago? Colleges football for women, is that a possibility? Are we going to see that in the near future?
Yeah, well, it all boils down again to development, and you know the people who are in charge of it is if they're gonna go out there and put things in place for for us to develop these young ladies. Because as I say, we have a lot of young ladies nowadays who want to play sports, who want to play football, and you know it's all about putting things in place and having the right people in the right place to get the development moving forward.
Girls and boys, tell us the differences between coaching a bunch of girls and coaching a bunch of boys.
I would tend to say that the boys, when you're coaching the boys, they always
act like girls.
They will always tend. They will always tend to, you try to explain something to them, they will always have something else to see. You know, because as I said, computer games, so you're not learning. Now with girls now, you explain something to a young lady, and basically she will just, all right, okay, coach, no problem, I'll go there and try that.
So it's an easier group to coach the girls than to coach the boys. Yeah. All right, so you heard it from Junior. Junior, it's a pleasure speaking to Junior Maxwell, head coach of St. Mary's College.
Thank you very much.
So we'll be taking a break and we'll be right back.